Listen to me very carefully, because what I'm about to tell you is going to affect every single person watching this video who's over 40 and thinking about launching an e-commerce store. Whether you're 45 and tired of the corporate grind, whether you're 52 and got laid off last month, or whether you're 38 and turning 40 next year and realizing you need a side hustle that actually works, this matters to you. And before I show you the exact 3 products that will generate safe, consistent income without destroying your sanity, before I reveal the niches that will bankrupt you if you choose them, I need you to do something. Hit that subscribe button right now. Smash it. Because if you care about your financial future, if you care about not losing your retirement savings on a trendy product that dies in 3 months, you need to be part of this community. We tell the truth here. No get-rich-quick schemes, no drop-shipping fantasies, just facts and money. Now, let's get into it. I've built 9 brands from scratch. The Udi, Pup Naps, Calming Blankets, Fido. I've generated over 1 billion in sales. I've launched products in 23 different niches. I've burned 2.3 million on product launches that flopped. I've seen what works and what destroys people. And I'm telling you right now, if you're over 40 and you're launching a product in the wrong niche, you are walking into a trap that will chew up your savings and spit you out broke. The gurus won't tell you this because they make money selling you courses. The mentors won't tell you this because they need you to fail so they can sell you coaching. But I'm going to tell you because I've been there. I've failed in these niches. And I know what it's like to stare at 80,000 in inventory that will never sell while your mortgage payment is due. I know what it's like to be 47 years old and wonder if you've just made the biggest financial mistake of your life. And I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen to you. Here's the reality. The e-commerce failure rate for new product launches in 2025 was 72%. That's up from 58% in 2023. The average cost to launch a product, including inventory, ads, apps, and agency fees, is $18,500. The average time to break even is 14 months. If you're over 40, you don't have 14 months to waste. You don't have $18,500 to burn. You have a mortgage. You have kids. You have responsibilities. You need products that work, products that are safe, products that are simple, products that are proven. And there are exactly 3 of them, not 50, not 20. If you launch anything else, you're gambling with your financial future. And the house always wins. Let me explain why most people over 40 pick the wrong products. It's not because they're dumb, it's because they've been programmed. They've been told to follow their passion. They've been told to solve their own problems. They've been told to find a gap in the market. That advice is poison for people over 40 because your passion is probably something niche, small, and unprofitable. Your own problems are probably not shared by 100,000 other people. And gaps in the market exist for a reason because there's no money there. The gurus tell you to pick products that excite you. I tell you to pick products that bore you but pay you. Because boring products are proven, boring products are safe, boring products are simple. And simple is what you need when you're 45 and can't afford to lose 6 figures learning lessons a 25-year-old can recover from. Now let me break down the 3 products you should sell if you're over 40. These are the products that have made me millions. These are the products that have survived every trend, every recession, every platform change. These are the products that you can launch with 5,000, not 50,000. These are the products that will put 10,000 a month in your pocket within 12 months if you execute correctly. And these are the products that will let you sleep at night because you know they're not going to disappear tomorrow. Product 1, weighted sleep sacks for babies and toddlers. I know what you're thinking, Davie, that's too niche. I don't know anything about baby products. Good. That's why it's safe. The less you think you know, the more you'll follow the data. Weighted sleep sacks are the perfect product for someone over 40 because they solve a primal emotional problem, exhausted parents desperate for their child to sleep. This is not a trend. This is a need. Babies have been not sleeping for 200,000 years. Parents have been desperate for solutions for 200,000 years. That need is not going away. Here's the math that makes this product a fortress. The search volume for weighted sleep sack is 99,000 searches per month and growing 57% year over year. The average selling price is $40.85. The cost to manufacture is 12 minus 18 if you order 500 units from a domestic supplier, which you should because you don't have time for 90-day shipping from China. Your gross margin is 52 per unit, that's 65%. Your return rate is 3% because parents don't return something that works. Your support cost is 2 per order because there's no sizing confusion, it's by age. Your CPA on Facebook ads is 28 because the targeting is crystal clear. Parents of children 0-24 months. Your net profit per order is 22. That's 22 in your pocket for every sale. If you sell 10 a day, that's 220 a day. That's 6,600 a month. That's 79,200 a year. And that's with zero scale. That's with you running the business from your kitchen table. But here's why this is perfect for someone over 40. You understand parents, you understand desperation, you understand safety. When I launched my Sleep Sack brand, the messaging wasn't about features. It was about your baby will sleep through the night or your money back. That promise resonated with parents because they were at their wits' end. I didn't need fancy copy, I needed empathy. And at 40 plus, you have that in spades. You've lived it. You know what sleep deprivation does to a person. You can write copy that speaks to that pain because you've felt it. The 2026 advantage: parents in 2026 are more anxious than ever. They're overwhelmed by information. They're terrified of unsafe products. If you can position yourself as the safe, simple, proven solution, you win. You don't need to be the cheapest, you need to be the most trusted. And trust is built through reviews, guarantees, and transparency. Every product description should say third-party tested. Exceeds safety standards, 30-day money-back guarantee. Show the test results. Show the certifications. Parents will pay 20 more for peace of mind. That 20 is pure profit. Product 2, calming dog beds for senior dogs. Pet products are recession-proof, they're trend-proof, they're emotion-proof. People will skip their own meals before they let their dogs suffer. The senior dog market, dogs over 7 years old, is exploding because millennials adopted dogs in 2015 to 2020, and those dogs are now aging. There are 23 million senior dogs in America. Each one has joint pain, anxiety, sleep issues. Each one needs a solution. I launched Pup Naps in 2020. It was a calming dog bed, not a fancy tech product, not a subscription, just a round, fluffy bed with a raised rim that made dogs feel safe. My cost was 11. I sold it for 69. My margin was 58. That's 84%. My return rate was 2% because dogs don't return products. My CPA was 32 because the targeting is easy. Dog owners age 45, minus 65, interested in senior dog health. My support cost was 3 because there are no how do I use this questions. You just put it on the floor. My net profit per order was 23. At 15 orders a day, that's 10,000 a month in profit. But here's why this is perfect for someone over 40. You understand loyalty. You understand that a dog is family. You understand that a 69 purchase to make an old dog comfortable is a no-brainer. You're not selling a product. You're selling comfort. You're selling dignity for a beloved family member. That's a message you can write with conviction because you've probably had an old dog. You've watched them struggle. You know how much it hurts to see them in pain. The 2026 advantage: TikTok is dominated by pet content. Senior dog videos get 100M plus views. If you can get one video of a senior dog sleeping peacefully in your bed, you have social proof for life. You have UGC that scales organically. You don't need to spend 50K on ads. You need to send 10 free beds to senior dog influencers and ask them to post an honest review. That's 700 in product cost that can generate 50K in sales. The math is ludicrously good. And here's the safety: pet products don't have regulatory issues. There's no FDA. There's no safety testing required. You just need to use non-toxic materials. That's it. You can launch this in 60 days. You can source it domestically. You can test it with 100 units. If it works, you scale. If it doesn't, you're out 1,500, not 50,000. Product 3, weighted blankets for adults with anxiety. I know what you're thinking. Davie, weighted blankets are saturated. No, generic weighted blankets are saturated. Medical grade, doctor recommended weighted blankets for anxiety and insomnia are not saturated. The difference is positioning. The difference is trust. The difference is specificity. The search volume for weighted blanket is 368,000 searches per month and growing. That's not saturated, that's mass market. But the key is you don't sell to everyone. You sell to adults over 40 with diagnosed anxiety or insomnia. That's 15 million Americans. That's your market. You don't compete with the 39 Amazon blanket. You sell a 119 medical grade blanket with a doctor's note. You sell to people who have tried everything and are desperate. You sell safety, not warmth. Here's the math. Your cost is 22 for a 15-pound blanket from a domestic supplier. You sell it for 119. Your margin is 97. That's 81%. Your return rate is 4% because once someone sleeps better, they don't send it back. Your CPA is 38 because you target insomnia treatment, anxiety support, CBD alternatives. Your support cost is 3 because there's nothing to explain. Your net profit per order is 56. Sell 6 a day, that's 336 a day. That's 122K a year. That's life-changing money. But here's why this is perfect for someone over 40. You understand anxiety. You understand insomnia. You've probably experienced it. You can write copy that says, I spent 20 years waking up at 3 a.m. with my heart racing. This blanket gave me my first full night's sleep in 2 decades. That's not marketing. That's testimony. And testimony converts at 5x the rate of generic copy. The 2026 advantage, the mental health conversation, is mainstream. People are open about anxiety. They're looking for non-pharmaceutical solutions. Doctors are recommending weighted blankets. If you can get one doctor to write a recommendation, you can use that as social proof forever. You can run ads that say doctor recommended for anxiety. That claim is gold. It's defensible, it's safe, and it lets you charge 3x the generic price. Now, let me explain the system for launching one of these products if you're over 40, because you don't have time to waste, you don't have money to burn. You need a step-by-step blueprint that eliminates risk. Phase uno, validation. Days uno, Trenta. You don't order inventory. You build a simple landing page on Shopify. You describe the problem. You describe the solution. You show one photo. You have a pre-order button. You drive 500 visitors with 100 in Facebook ads. If you get 20 pre-orders, you have validation. If you don't, you kill the idea. You've spent 100, not 10,000. Phase 2, domestic sourcing, days 31-45. You find a domestic supplier on Thomasnet or Makers Row. You order 100 units. You pay $15.22 per unit. It's more expensive than Alibaba, but you get it in 14 days, not 90. You can test fast. You can iterate fast. You can fail cheap. Phase 3, organic proof, days 46-75. You ship the 100 units to your pre-order customers. You get 30 reviews. You post 3 TikToks a day showing the product, solving the problem. You DM every commenter. You sell 100 more units organically. You now have 10,000 in revenue and 6,000 in profit. You've proven the product works without spending $1 on scale. Phase 4, ad scaling, days 76-120. You use the 6,000 to run ads. You target lookalike audiences of your purchasers. You spend 100 a day. You scale to 500 a day, only when ROAS is above 3x. You never scale past 1,000 a day until you have 200 reviews. That's the system. That's how you launch safely. That's how you build a 10K a month business in 120 days. Let me talk to the skeptics for a minute. I know you're thinking, Davie, I'm not a marketer. I'm not a TikToker. I'm not tech savvy. Really? Or are you just scared to learn? Because at 40 plus, you have something more valuable than technical skills. You have discipline. You have work ethic. You've survived recessions. You've raised kids. You've dealt with actual problems. Learning to shoot an iPhone video is not hard. Learning to write a headline that says, stop your dog's joint pain in 7 days is not hard. You can do this. The 25-year-old can't. The 25-year-old is distracted. The 25-year-old wants overnight success. You know that's not real. You know it takes work. That's your edge. Or maybe you're thinking, but Davie, these products are boring. Really? Or is your ego just wanting to sell something cool? Let me tell you something. Boring products pay the bills. Boring products let you sleep. Boring products fund your retirement. The Udi is a blanket. It's the most boring product on earth. It made 300 million. Poop Naps is a dog bed. It's a cushion on the floor. It made 50 million. Boring is beautiful. Boring is safe. Boring is simple. And simple is what you need when you're 40 plus and can't afford to lose 6 figures learning that cool products die fast. Now let me wrap this up because I know I've thrown a lot at you. Here's what you need to remember. If you're over 40 and you want to launch an e-commerce product, you have 3 safe, simple, proven options. 1, Weighted sleep sacks for babies, 22 costs, 69 price, 52 margin, 3% returns, 28 CPA. Solves a desperate problem for parents. Trust-based, easy to source domestically. Calming dog beds for senior dogs, mid 11 costs, 69 price, 58 margin, 2% returns, 32 CPA. Recession-proof, emotion-driven, no regulations. 3. Weighted blankets for adults with anxiety, 22 cost, 119 price, 97 margin, 4% returns, 38 CPA. Massive market, medical positioning, high trust. These 3 products share 5 critical characteristics that make them safe for over 40s, minors, recession-proof. People will sacrifice anything before they sacrifice their child's sleep, their dog's comfort, or their own mental health. Low return rates, under 5% because they work or they don't. No sizing confusion, no style issues. Simple logistics, no batteries, no apps, no tech, just fabric and filling. Easy to ship. Easy to store, high margins, 65 to 85% gross margin means you can afford to make mistakes and still survive. Trust-based, you sell safety, not features. You sell peace of mind, not specs. At 40 plus, you can sell peace of mind because you understand its value. If you launch anything else, if you launch a smart device, a fashion brand, a subscription box, a supplement, you're gambling. And at 40 plus, you can't afford to gamble. You need to invest. These 3 products are investments. They will pay you back. They will build wealth. They will let you sleep. So here's what you do today. Not tomorrow. Today. You pick one of these 3 products. You build a landing page. You run 100 in ads. You see if anyone cares. If they do, you order 100 units from a domestic supplier. You sell them organically. You get reviews. You scale slowly. You build a real business. If they don't care, you kill it and you move on. You've lost 100, not 50,000. That's the system. That's the safety. That's the simplicity. This channel is about telling you the truth about e-commerce. And the truth is, most people over 40 fail because they pick the wrong product. They pick something trendy. They pick something cool. They pick something complicated. They lose everything. But you know better now. You know the 3 products that work. You know the system that works. You know what to do. The only question is, will you execute? Will you pick one? Will you build the landing page? Will you spend the 100? Will you prove it works before you risk your savings? Or will you keep researching, keep planning, keep waiting for the perfect product? Perfect doesn't exist. These 3 are as close as it gets. They're safe, they're simple, they're proven. Hit that subscribe button, join this community, and the next time someone tells you to launch a smart subscription product, you look them in the eye and say, "No thanks. Davie taught me better. I only launch products that are safe, simple, and proven." And then you go print money.